He's setting this up with John Field. Give him a big hand. Give it up for Frank Failla.
I will say one thing, my son does the comedy as well. Here's the problem when you do comedy with your son. You ask people the next day, how was the show? They're like, your son is so great. He's got such stage presence, and you were okay too. But as Rick said, I am a New York City, retired New York City police officer, and I can tell you with certainty that when I worked every night, the people of New York City slept securely, knowing that I was on the day shift. Now that I've retired, I've become a realtor, and I'll tell you, people don't trust cops. They have no trust in realtors. I was at a wake, and I'm kneeling next to my mother's coffin, and my sister comes in, she kneels down next to me, she says, I hope you know you're not getting the listing. I've also started personal training, and now this is a great job, because where else can you tell a woman to open and close her legs? Fortunately, I train at the senior center. My kids, I have 2 kids, and I'll tell you, I found a great way to keep them in line when I gotta punish them. I don't take away their iPhone, I take away the charger. And then I watch the blood drain from their faces as they're trying to conserve the battery. And you should see the look on my wife's face when I take away her batteries. My daughter is 10. He wrote that. My daughter is 10, and a couple of months ago she went to the movies for the first time by herself. So I went to pick her up. I said, what did you see? She said, Daddy, we saw 50 Shades of Grey. She goes, but don't worry, I didn't like it. The book was so much better. My son is, he's 15, as you know, and every once in a while I need to borrow a couple dollars from him. And that's not a problem, but then he hounds me to pay him back. He's like a little late breaker. And I don't mind paying him back. The problem is I don't appreciate the amount of points he charges. And then he's got the nerve to ask me for new clothes. I said, you know, Nick, when I was your age, all I got was hand-me-downs. And my sister's clothes never quite fit right. The other day I was in Walmart, and I'm watching this man. He's buying a selfie stick. I said, what kind of a grown man goes into a store to buy a selfie stick? Not me. I sent my daughter in. My niece, she's 16, she just got a learner's permit. She was all excited. I said, come on, let's go, we'll get in a car. We're driving down the road, the car hits a curb, through some bushes, knocks over a fence. Good thing she wasn't driving. So I went to a motor vehicle to renew my license, and the lady says, can you read the eye chart? I said, of course I can read the eye chart. E-M-I-L-Y. She said, that's great, sir, but that's not the eye chart, that's my name tag. My wife, horrible housekeeper. Yeah, piles of dishes in the sink, drives me crazy. Every time I need a fork, it's like playing Jenga. Matter of fact, one time the police, they knocked on our door because they were looking for somebody in the neighborhood, so I let them in. They said, oh my God, you've been robbed. I said, no, the place always looks like this. I was a little surprised too because she had just cleaned. But my wife is here tonight, and honey, I do appreciate the support. It's good to see you laughing outside the bedroom. We just bought a new bed, $7,000 for a sleep number bed, and I still can't get a 69. So now that I'm getting older, I find that my body doesn't quite react the way it's supposed to or used to. I find I need a little help from the blue pills. I'll leave. Believe it or not, I have a few pet peeves, some quirks, but one of my biggest quirks is inappropriate applause. I hate when people clap when a plane lands, or after a movie. Every time my wife claps when I leave the house. She's very security conscious. The other night I wanted to have sex, I moved in there, and she says, whoa, what's the password? I said, my penis? She said, I'm sorry, that password isn't long enough. ago we were at a wedding. She points across the room. She goes, "Oh, look, there's my gynecologist." I walk over to him and, "How you doing, sir? I understand you've also seen my wife's vagina. You're a gynecologist." He says, "Yes, I have, but I'm not a gynecologist." And she's a court reporter, so every argument starts with "you swear to tell the whole truth." And she runs our bedroom like it's a courtroom. We're gonna have sex. She says, "All rise." Enter Exhibit A into evidence. When she's finished, court is adjourned. So I decided I was going to initiate sex. So I stood at the end of the bed naked. I said, "Honey, court is in session. I'm going to enter into evidence exhibits D-I-C-K. She looks up, she says, "You know I don't work small claims court."